I gave your instructions in the dressing room. We have 4 rounds. Let's go to work.
On September 29, 1995, an explosive heavyweight showdown took place between Butterbean Esch, a fan favorite knockout machine, and Kenneth Myers, a seasoned journeyman looking to shock the world.
And then turned pro in professional boxing in 1994. He has fashioned an 11-0 record with 7 KOs.
Known for his intimidating power and unique style, Butterbean steps into the ring, ready to deliver fireworks in this intense 4-round bout.
Well, that does not bode well for Myers' chances. That graphic there, about a 10% knockout ratio. He needs the biggest ring possible. This is a fairly sizable one, and he'd better jab feverishly.
Now, in truth, and I think this is a fair statement, you almost can't miss Butterbean with a jab. We saw Adam Sutton a couple of fights ago land the jab at about a 90% rate against Butterbean, bloody his nose, and I think stun him even a couple of times. But the problem is at this level with this competition, once he gets by the jab, Butterbean hurts these guys like he's doing now.
You've got to jab and then get yourself right out now. Myers is not a knockout puncher. He's also not totally acclimated, getting in here at 12:15, 3:15 a.m. on the East Coast. He made the all-day trip yesterday to come on in here. He's got to fight that as well. And he really will live or die with the jab in this fight.
Well, lateral movement is a problem for Butterbean. That shouldn't come as a huge shock. The man's 306 pounds, and he's obviously not that quick. He wants you to fight with him and to brawl with him. And when we've seen fighters, we mentioned Sutton a couple of fights ago, in a fight that truthfully, it was a decision for Butterbean I thought could have gone the other way. Sutton boxed him effectively.
And the first aspect that Sutton did was he was not intimidated. Now, it looks like Myers is a bit intimidated here by Butterbean, and he's probably won a few of his fights through intimidation. Now, there's that jab.
Yeah, and even though he missed a couple, there's the jab from Butterbean, and it knocks Myers backwards. Butterbean's got that look in his face once he starts to draw a bead on a guy. Now, Murray Sutherland tells us that he thinks Bean is a terrific puncher. Of course, Murray knows, he's been around boxing. How much his power will have impact when he faces better fighters, I don't know. Good right by Bean. But I'll tell you, Myers is landing his fair share.
He's standing up and getting his jab in here. He doesn't want to get too brave. He got a little brave there. Jab, get out. Don't be too impressed with what you just did.
You cannot miss Butterbean with a jab, David. You just can't miss that head. And he keeps his hands at his chest, which Murray Sutherland doesn't like. Butterbean tries to get out of there. Hey, let me tell you something. Myers tries to get out of there. Butterbean hooked him pretty good. He could be a linebacker, and he did play football in high school.
Murray Sutherland telling us about how most fighters like to have their head movement, but Butterbean has no neck, so you can't move. You have to move the entire upper body. That's why he doesn't move it.
Well, Kenny Myers landing, and the Bean comes right at you with a right hand. Hey, it went 1 round, and guess what? It's been kind of fun so far, hasn't it? Butterbean. That's his only name, folks, just Butterbean. First there was Hildegard, then there was Liberace, then there was Prince, who isn't even Prince anymore, then there was Madonna, now there's Butterbean.
The fighter formerly known as Butterbean?
Maybe he'll take a symbol as a name. Kenny Myers is the man fighting him. In round 1, it was a pretty even round, I think we can safely say.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Well, guess what?
Supporting Myers there.
Maybe not an even round. Maybe Myers winning the round.
He probably did. And he was able to jab and get out, and Butterbean was trying to draw a bead on him.
Now remember those numbers, folks, and we have a lot of faith in Punch Profile. Remember that if this does get to be a 4-round fight, good right hand by Myers, because honestly, I thought Sutton won the fight he had with Bean, but Butterbean got the decision.
And there was a knockdown in that fight which went to Butterbean's favor, helping him in the scoring there.
And you liked Myers in the first round?
I liked the jabbing and the fact that he was able to move and get in there. There's a 3-punch combination, and he gets out. Fighting very smartly within his limitations thus far is Myers. Remember, he's 3-6.
That's a good point. It is all a matter of hit and move against Butterbean. He is a powerful man. At least he is at this level of competition.
Butterbean has not had to be concerned yet with winning key rounds. he's trying to land one punch and this fight's over. It's happened in most of his others.
And let's be honest, you mentioned that Myers came in here at midnight last night. He was a last-minute replacement. He's clearly not in top condition. If he could do this over 4 rounds, he would be able to win a decision probably. There's the jab.
And he's bloodied Butterbean's nose again. Second fight in a row that that has happened. And the question for Myers is he has to stay disciplined with this, because if Butterbean hits him once, the fight changes entirely. But this is how Myers must fight.
Butterbean missing with the jab, so a very good second round so far for Kenny Myers. Came in here with the unimposing 3-6-1 record. Butterbean 11-0. That right hand got there, and Myers looking for a place to hide. He's hurt now. He might do better to go down and get himself reconfigured.
And he really got whacked there. Butterbean shots him aside.
Jay Nady breaks him. Butterbean whacks him on the back of the head. Now Kenny Myers is stunned. Let's see if he can get through this round. So in a round that Myers was winning handily, now here comes Myers back again. He lands a right, but takes a right from Butterbean.
Not too brave, and he paid dearly.
Well, it's not artistic, but it's interesting, I think.
Can he turn it around?
Well, in round 3, Myers comes out as he did in the other 2, moving and trying to jab against Butterbean. Butterbean, the 306-pound former tough man competitor who is 11-0 as a pro.
Well, Myers was doing well last round, as Butterbean probably landed maybe 2/3 of those 27 in the last 45 seconds of the round. Myers gave in to the urge to go for the next step in the last round. He was doing well, then he came inside. He's doing it here, but he has to get in and get out.
When you jab and throw the right hand, Butterbean usually just stops. Good right hand by the Bean.
But if you jab and then throw a right hand and then try to settle in and make things interesting, that's when you can get clocked. And Butterbean, I believe, rallied and won the last round and almost had a 10-8.
Now there's a cut around the left eye. Butterbean complaining to Jay Nady about Myers throwing him around. That's interesting. He's 306 pounds. Myers landing the jab. Most of those getting in, not off. Little movement.
Now he gets brave again and sets it. Remember, Myers only has 1 knockout. For him to sit down in his punches is sort of a mistake. He can win the fight with the jab. Don't try to slug with Butterbean.
Myers takes a rest on the ropes. We're in round 3. It is scheduled for 4.
Tell you what, what I wouldn't like if I was Myers is on the scorecards going against the Butterbean mystique.
Yes. Well, we saw it when Sutton faced Butterbean. I mean, here in round 3 now. Now remember, in round 1, Myers won the round, we all believe, landed 23 punches to 9, probably lost the second in this round. He's landed about 30 uncontested jabs, and the face of Butterbean is a mess. He's got swelling around the left eye. His nose is bloody. So this 3rd round, Myers has got to be winning. It's a 4-round fight, folks.
And for Myers, a draw does him no good here, where it will not hurt Butterbean to get a draw.
Now, Butterbean hurts him, so the last part of this round could turn things around. Myers looking to get out of dodge momentarily, and he does. And Butterbean pursues, albeit slowly.
Now, how much weight will they give the clubbing shots? There were 4 of them. Do they carry the round?
And I'll tell you, the amount of punishment Butterbean has taken shows in his face. He has a swollen eye, bloody nose, but he lands a stiff jab and clubs Myers, and Myers gets going on the bicycle. It's becoming the Kenny Myers Invitational Track Meet. That's the end of round 3. Well, Murray Sutherland exhorting Butterbean. You heard what they told Kenny Myers. They said he's tired, you're a little tired, but you heard him in that last round. We head into round 4, the final round. Butterbean. It's his only name, folks. I can't call him anything else.
He was Eric. He was Esch.
Yes.
He's now Butterbean. He may even lose the butter.
He is 11-0. Kenny Myers 3-6-1. And they're going to look at the cut, I believe.
Also a mouthpiece by Butterbean wasn't in. So they'll come back with that now. And Myers made a mistake. He retreated into the corner.
But it didn't hurt him because he's whacking Butterbean around the side of the head. Now, in my opinion, Myers has won 2 of the 3 rounds.
I agree.
So what would happen if he could win this 4th round? He certainly could be in a position to win this fight, we would think.
Wow. That is a substantial edge for Myers. Also parlayed on top of the Sutton fight. So basically, in the professional ranks now, they're going to get a scouting report on Butterbean, how to fight him, and his intimidation would figure to subside fight by fight as he has seen more. He can still club somebody, he can end the fight with 1 punch. Hey, maybe he'll need to do it.
Good hook by Myers, but this is bad for him. He's getting brave again. He pushes Butterbean back. Hey, he is rocking Butterbean with some of those shots, but he's standing there with him.
Should he be doing this? I don't think so.
Probably not.
He cannot knock Butterbean out. Why take the risk? Jab, get into town, and get out of town.
Well, right now, the Bean is not moving forward. He's the one getting clubbed here.
Is what happened. You can hit Butterbean 10 times. If he lands a bellwether punch, you don't know if inordinate weight will be given to that. Remember, if you're Myers, you're 3-6. Don't try to fight like you're 6-3 with 6 knockouts.
Butterbean misses. And in round 4 so far, Kenny Myers from Spartanburg, South Carolina, 3-6-1, brought in here on the last minute notice. Not exactly a contender, is taking Butterbean to school.
And he's firing wide shots here. He should get out of there. Butterbean has a chance if Myers stays there.
Well, Myers making the mistake of slugging. Now he moves very slowly.
And he should cover everything. I'm a little surprised they didn't tell him between the rounds, hey, you've got a chance to get a decision here.
Well, he's waiting
to knock Butterbean out.
Butterbean chasing him all over the ring. Lands a couple of good shots. Can he get Myers out of there? He may need to.
Here's another thing. If he lands 3 good shots, will he steal a round and maybe steal the fight or a draw?
There is nothing artistic about this fight except for the jab of Kenny Myers. It's the only thing that resembles real boxing. There's a good straight right hand. Let me tell you, folks, he's beating Butterbean. They can say what they want. They can score it however they want. Kenny Myers, 3-6-1.
I agree.
Just beat up the Bean.
Video has been improved as much as possible. More improved videos of Butterbean's early fights will be coming soon, so don't forget to subscribe.
Judge Bill Graham scores at 38-38. Judge Glenn Trowbridge scores about 40-36, and Judge C.J. Ross scores at 39-37. The winner by majority decision, Butterbean.
Wow, no way. You can say whatever you want, folks. That was not a 40-36 fight for this guy because he had to lose 2 rounds out of that fight. They can say whatever they choose, and this is not to denigrate Butterbean. He's a great guy.